What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike Wilbanks, and before we bring you this week's episode of Genetics with Jeff, I just wanted to ask you guys to help us build this channel. The most important thing you can do to help us is comment below. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us what you'd like to see on a future episode. This channel we're building is for you guys, and we really want to bring the content that you like. So comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. If you know a friend might enjoy it, share it with them. And we're just asking for your help in building this channel. And without further ado, here's this week's episode of Genetics with Jeff.
Hey folks, Jeff at Wilbanks Reptiles. Here at Wilbanks Reptiles, we have one of the most diverse collections of sugar combinations, I think, anywhere in the hobby. And we've gone to great lengths over the years to keep sugar at the forefront of a lot of our production. At first, this is a banana sugar ENCHI. One of the things that we make a lot of here. Banana is prone to having a bit of white or off-white come up the sides, but here the sugar is getting amplified with that and the banana. ENCHI is has a good reaction with sugar as well. And so it's kind of keeping a little bit of structure to the pattern while still having the bright colors and alien head shapes that are typical of ENCHI and a lot of ENCHI combos.
Who first produced this sugar gene?
Sugar and 2 lines of calico came on the scene pretty much at the same time, and it's accepted that they're all relatively the same. You know, a lot of breeders will keep whatever line they started with true. And, you know, we started with sugar, so we've just kept everything within sugar. One thing we've worked with for a while is adding sugar into our clown projects. And we didn't know it at the time, but our original male sugar clown was a pastel sugar yellow belly clown. We had no idea. So that's how a lot of yellow belly got into our clown collection here. But here you can see a sugar clown here on the left, and then this is what yellow belly changes with sugar. In the sugar clown, it provides a little more canvas for the white of the sugar to come up, and a little bit brighter color, as opposed to the pretty typical about a third of the way up on the sides and belly of the regular sugar clown without yellow belly. Sugar wants to kind of have some black back tendencies too in a lot of its combos, and clown is a genetic black back animal, so it works well together to maintain that black backing, and usually melts the pattern together all the way down the sides. Here, let's take a look at our first banana sugar clown. Here we've got a little bit of the white coming up on the sides, and with the banana that kind of translates to some pinkish orange coming up, as well as, you know, it's trying to have the black backing as well. Banana is clearly disrupting some of that, but in general it doesn't affect the pattern a whole lot from just the traditional sugar clown.
So with the sugar gene, is it dominant or recessive?
It is a incomplete dominant. I believe, like leopard or pinstripe, where the double homozygous expression is just a little slight variation, if at all, of the original mutation, the original sugar or calico. And this one is a pastel butter sugar orange dream yellow belly. And sugar tends to be controlled a lot by the bell complex animals, so keep all the sugar color, if you will, like within the alien heads. And orange dreams coming in and making it really bold and the color pop. And Odie has a surprisingly good reaction with most of the bell animals too. And yellow belly providing all the yellow flamage coming up from the bottom, and it's sort of blowing out in the last quarter like they tend to on sugar combo.
So this gene combination, the sugar and the yellow belly, is that what's turning it yellow instead of more orange? Like
Yeah,
some of the other?
yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. And then Orange Dream is coming in and brightening everything, the whole entire snake. So it's oddly a combo that works really well. It's hit or miss with lesser and butter as to genes you can add to really make them pop and make them a lot more attractive looking animals. And sugar coupled with Orange Dream is really a great way to do that. We've started working with HUFFMAN in the last few years. This is a blackhead HUFFMAN sugar. So blackhead and sugar are working together down here to produce a lot of the orange and pale coming up the sides, and blackhead tends to reduce the pattern of just about everything else that it ever goes with, and of course is darkening everything. And it wants to be a black back animal also. There tends to be some like fine vertebral striping with blackhead things, but in this situation with sugar, it's really just blown out the back completely all the way down the animal. You get one little blackhead spot, part of something that would be a line way down the animal. But this is a combination we're looking at exploring more with, to see if we can get more of that orange to come up and be a little bit brighter. We're doing a lot of darker stuff, but at the same time we do some of them brighter as well. Okay, so here we have a sugar asphalt, and you know it behaves about the same it does with yellow belly or gravel. Spark's a little bit different, but here you have the black backing along the more bubbly alien heads. That all tends to get kind of a melted pattern. That's pretty typical of sugar. The pattern to me is more important than like the amount of white or pink that the animal would express when it's a baby, when I'm IDing the babies. I've seen animals that were litter mates have virtually no white, maybe only a scale or two, with siblings that had white 3/4 of the way up the sides. So it's completely variable, and it's one of those genes that we and a lot of other breeders say, like, by quality, get the best looking one, and you should get the best looking one. But I can tell you, a B grade sugar can produce really nice sugars. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it that we've noticed yet.
So pretty variable, like the pods.
Oh, it's quite variable, yeah. And so the asphalt here is bringing in a lot of orange that doesn't really exist too much in the yellow belly sugar, just as the 2-gene animal. You can add other stuff like Orange Dream and whatnot, and you can get more orange color. But for just a 2-gene animal, it's really quite a bit of orange, and it's the belly line moved way up the sides where you can see it quite well, and you get some of the typical white digitizing that you will get in some sugar combos. This one is an Orange Dream Fire sugar. Yeah, this one's upset, and that's okay. But here, you can see the reaction. It's Orange Dream is coming in and making the edges of the pattern very bold and relatively clean for as much as going on. OD works really well with Fire, and both Fire and Orange Dream work really well with sugar. So this is a Orange Dream Fire sugar het pied, and I think it's actually possible pied. We have been working on trying to produce a pied sugar, and there seems to always be a reason, like it didn't happen or bad odds or something. But I wonder if this animal is the sugar pied, OD fire sugar pied, because it has that bright white belly that all pieds have to have. And we have no white pieds that only have color on their backs, no white, and the only white is on the belly. Sugar and pied seem to have some strange reaction between the two genes. We're trying to figure out what the correlation is. Another gene that is relatively hard to manipulate is bamboo. But here we see in this bamboo ENCHI sugar that, between ENCHI and sugar both, they're providing a lot more color and variation of the regular bamboo.
The pattern is opening up.
Oh yeah, it's almost completely connected the whole way down, and classic sugar is the last quarter of the tail being blown out and digitized and really random in pattern. That tends to happen with a lot of sugar combos. When you get beyond 2, 3, 4 gene combos, the latter 20-25% is really just not recognizable as any one gene. It's just a pile of the other genes all together. And this is probably our most diverse banana combo that we've made. This is a butter, it's a banana, butter, leopard, sugar, ENCHI. And I spent a long time on this clutch, particularly this animal, trying to figure out what it was, and I couldn't figure out what was bringing all the disruption to butter and sugar. Butter and sugar, like we were saying before, really is organized. It's very tight. It's very predictable outcome. And leopard, it dawned on me, was in the equation of the breeding, and that had to be what was causing all the disruption. And he's just grown into his some of his leopard markings over the last year. And so that I'm pretty confident it is leopard that's doing all the extra color and pattern shifting in this animal. And again, you see the last 20-25% of the animal just melted completely together. It's like it gets to the end of the snake and it can't decide what to do. For lack of a better term. There's probably a reason it affects the latter fifth of the body. But.
Hi, me again. I had to cut Jeff off because if you let him keep going, he'll make an hour-long video. But I just want to thank you guys for being here, and I want to ask for your help again. Share, like, subscribe, do all the things that could help us build this channel so we can keep bringing you amazing content. I hope you guys have an amazing week. See you next week.
Videos at some point.
Yes, they want to know he
I probably
exists.
should be in every one of them.
Yeah, you
At
should
some
do
capacity.
This. No,
You
I
should
mean,
do this.
I should do this part.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Great. Love it. Bye.
They're laughing at me through the window. Jeff did a really cool video last week on superfires. I'm excited for you to see it. I don't want to give too much away, but he reveals some new knowledge we've discovered about how to control the way a superfire expresses itself. Check it out right now. Live from Incubator 1. Check out our hatch cam. Yeah, we have a cool hatch cam going all the time, guys, so check it out. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the... That was yelling. Hey YouTube. Easy, don't yell at me. I went off on a tangent. I have these tangent issues. I have tangent issues.
You see that.